I do not encourage or condone the use of tobacco or cannabis products, and if you're under the age of 18, you can go ahead and get out of here right now.
Alrighty, so disgusting cigarette warning labels are now required in the USA. That is correct. That is correct. And it pains me to say it, but that is the fact of the matter. Today, I'm going to be smoking a little bit of a Nat Sherman Select Yellow, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be smoking one of these and talking a little bit about this, talking a little bit about when the effective date is going to be, what's going on with it, and what my opinion is on it, you know what I'm saying? And what my opinion is on there being disgusting cigarette warnings, you know what I'm saying? But I think without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get one of these out. I've got two of these left, I want to say. I got two of these left, so I am excited to finish this box off. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this box off probably after this, you know what I'm saying? Probably right after this, but I think without further ado, it is time to go ahead and get it lit up and start talking about why disgusting cigarette pack warnings are now going to be required in the USA. Let's get it, y'all. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? This is a very sad video for me to make, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and let's get it. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this stuff is going on. This stuff is going on. So why is it happening exactly? Why is it happening exactly? Well, there's no definite evidence to show why this stuff is happening, but what I do know is what the legislation and what the time scale of this happening is. When I'm going to be talking about why this stuff is happening, it's going to be more my opinion, so I'm going to be talking about it at the end of this video. But due to an amendment of the Family Smoking Prevention and Control Act, which was a control act for the tobacco industry that basically meant it was done during the Obama administration in 2009, and it basically gave the FDA approval, and it gave the FDA the power to control the tobacco industry kind of thing, to control tobacco legislation and all of that sort of stuff. And this was done in 2009, as I said. But they did an amendment of it just this past March kind of thing, or not this past March, but the March of 2020 kind of thing. And I didn't hear about this in the news when it passed because, well, there's a lot of other stuff going on in March 2020. I got to be completely honest with y'all. But there was stuff going on with this in March 2020 nonetheless kind of thing, and it passed. And a new requirement for color graphics depicting the negative health consequences of smoking are now required. Not immediately. I'm going to be talking about when this is going to come into effect very, very soon. Do not worry, you know what I'm saying? But it is required now. And this was in March 2020, as said. And this rule is called the Required Warnings for Cigarette Packages and Advertisements. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be leaving all of my sources that I got my information from in the comments down below. All of my sources were pretty much just FDA, so it's all .gov and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave it down there in the description down below. Go check all those out if you guys are interested in further reading, of course. This new rule established the graphic designs, the literal graphic designs, because it is pretty messed up, you know what I'm saying? It is pretty messed up. And there are about 11 of them that it established. It only established 11 of them. So there are going to be 11 different graphic designs that cigarette manufacturers are going to be required to put on their packages. And I'm going to go ahead, move over a little bit, and I'm going to put some of the graphic designs right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put some of those graphic designs right there. They are pretty gross, you know what I'm saying? They are pretty gross. But now that that graphic design is gone, I'm going to go ahead and move on, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and move on. So these images are very disgusting, as I'm sure you guys can tell, as I just showed you, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty messed up, and they really are just meant to scare people, you know what I'm saying? But on to the next part. When is the effective date of this coming through? Well, there was a bit of fear, I gotta be completely honest with y'all, but that fear has kind of been lessened a little bit, because in August of this year, RJ Reynolds took the FDA to court about this. Because of that court case, the effective date of this has been pushed back about a year. It was supposed to happen in October this year, but it never happened. We never heard anything about it, obviously. And so none of that stuff ever happened. So the effective date of this stuff is going to be October 22nd, 2022. Let me look at my notes and just make sure I got that date right, you know what I'm saying? Because not on October 22nd. I did get the date wrong. It's October 11th, 2022 is going to be the effective date for this. Thankfully, we have about a year, you know what I'm saying? We have about a year, thankfully. Well, no, I guess not a year. When this is recording, we have about, or when this is going to be uploaded, we're going to have about 9 months, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, like, still, about a year, you know what I'm saying? But I would not be surprised. The effective date is going to be kind of a, in my personal opinion, is probably going to be a little bit of a just kind of coming towards it kind of thing, just kind of coming towards it. Cigarette manufacturers are going to introduce it as in their own pace over the next year kind of thing. So it's just going to start to be happening kind of thing. But it's the effective date for everything, when it all has to kind of go put kind of thing, everything has to be all good, is going to be October 11th, 2022, and the FDA is threatening manufacturers and stuff like that with closure if they do not abide to this. Now, how realistic is that? I have no clue personally. Some manufacturers might just decide, I'm not doing that. I don't know if they're going to be closed down if they do that, but who knows? I got to be completely honest with you. I seriously doubt the FDA is going to close down Marlboro if they don't do that, but I don't really see any other way to threaten the tobacco industry into doing this, you know what I'm saying? But the FDA does say that all cigarette manufacturers have to submit their plans on the placement of their packs and how it's going to look on the pack kind of thing by December 12th, 2021, which has already passed as of the uploading date of this video. So, before my opinion on this though, it is important to mention that the FDA is being very specific about where these placements, where the placement of these warnings can be. You know what I'm saying? They're being very specific. I got to be completely honest with y'all. So they're being very specific about what orientation it is, how big it is, and if you can remove it. Those are the main things to me, because a lot of cigarette manufacturers, they'd probably put it on, but it would be removable. Like with the Surgeon General warnings for some Camel cigarettes that I used to find. I don't really see many Camel cigarettes with removable. I can't talk today. I got to be completely honest with you. I can't talk today. But I used to see Camel cigarette packs with removable Surgeon General warnings, and that simply I don't see a lot anymore, and that is not going to be allowed under this legislation. But on to my opinion. I've covered what's going on kind of thing. I've covered when it's going to happen. I've covered the specifics about the legislation kind of thing. I've showed you guys some of the graphic images. Now I'm going to talk about my opinion as to why this is happening. My opinion as to why this is happening is very simple. Europe and Canada and Mexico. Everywhere around the U.S., I believe Mexico at least does have graphic warnings. I could be wrong about that. Please do correct me if you guys are from Mexico or if you guys know whether Mexico has graphic warnings. I do believe they do though, but I know Canada and I know most of Europe does. We're being influenced by Europe and by Canada, frankly put. That really is the reason. The U.S. is one of the only nations in the Western Hemisphere kind of thing, in North America, that doesn't have cigarette warnings on the packs kind of thing. We have the Surgeon General warnings, but the Surgeon General warnings on this pack is like that kind of thing. It blends in pretty well. Everybody ignores the Surgeon General warnings. The pack on this one is going to be like, or the warning on this one is going to be like that size kind of thing. It's supposed to take up like 50% of the pack. It's going to be massive, I got to be completely honest with you. I really am hoping that the cigarette manufacturers can still somehow make the packs pretty, but let me tell you what, I don't have a lot of faith in it. I really don't have a lot of faith in it. And so I'm going to be collecting as many pretty cigarette packs as I can beforehand kind of thing. I'm going to be collecting as many pretty cigarette packs as I can beforehand. But my opinion on this is about why it's happening, at least, is basically that we're just being influenced by a lot of we're being influenced. America is being influenced by a lot of Europe kind of thing, which if you're European, I mean no diss to you, obviously. It's just the politics of tobacco kind of thing. And the politics of tobacco are very difficult. I would have to say they're certainly very difficult. So, as I said, if you guys are from Europe, I mean no offense kind of thing. I really do mean no offense. Although I'm coming off ingenuine saying that, but it's whatever. It's whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like, I'm just kind of like, man, like, it's just like one of those things where I'm just kind of like, man, what is going on? What is going on with this kind of thing? I'm just kind of like, man, this is. I don't know. My opinion on this is pretty much that it's dumb. I really wish they weren't doing this. I've made a video on plain packaging before, and it's certainly very irritating. It's certainly very irritating that this sort of stuff is going on. I got to be completely honest with y'all, but it was gonna happen eventually, and I guess it's happening a bit sooner than I thought, which sucks. But it is what it is. I guess I should just be thankful that they're not banning menthols right now, because it does not look like they're going to be banning menthols, although that is still a possibility kind of thing. Really hope they do not ban menthols, but if they do, it is what it is as well. At least we still got tobacco, and if they ban tobacco, well, I'm growing my own, you know what I'm saying? I'm growing my own tobacco if they ban tobacco. But, man, this CE is good, though. I cannot complain personally. But let me know in the comments down below what your guys' opinion is. What your guys' opinion is on this sort of stuff. I know this has been a little bit of a different video. This video has been very odd for me to make kind of thing. This is not a video I was expecting to make right now kind of thing. It's certainly not a video I was expecting to make right now, and it's a video I was not hoping I would have to make for a couple years, frankly put. So it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, man, this sucks so much. But it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's only really just a warning on the cigarette pack kind of thing. I suppose it's really not all that big a deal, I do suppose. Cigarette warnings, they're annoying. It's kind of like it makes the cigarette pack look gross, but as a cigarette pack art enthusiast, I would have to say, I do appreciate the art kind of thing, and I really do hope the cigarette manufacturers are able to find a way around it kind of thing and figure out a way to still make the cigarette packs look pretty. But I really don't have a lot of faith in that happening. I really don't have a lot of faith in that happening. I think the cigarette packs are going to be kind of ugly. But as said, make sure to let me know in the comments down below what your guys' opinion is on this. I'm very curious to find out what you guys think about this. I would like to know what you guys think about this, of course, because well, this is a very controversial subject kind of thing. This is a very controversial subject. People I feel like are going to be either on one side or the other. No, they're not going to be kind of in the middle kind of thing. It's going to be either one side or the middle. This is a very black and white subject, I would have to say. That's the right term, you know what I'm saying? That's the right term, you know what I'm saying? But this is a very much black and white subject. My opinion is that this stuff shouldn't be happening, but it was inevitable that this stuff is going to be happening, and everywhere else, including Europe, including Canada, including everywhere, is kind of doing this stuff kind of thing. It's kind of doing this stuff, so it is expected that it's going to happen kind of thing, and it is what it is, but it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is, but this Siggy, I can't complain personally. It's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? The Nat Sherman, and it's getting a bit windy, so I do apologize if you guys hear any wind noise. It wasn't windy when I was recording the rest of this video, but glad it's windy at the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm almost done with this Siggy, you know what I'm saying? But the Nat Sherman Select Yellow, absolutely fantastic. No complaints from me at all. I'm just getting to working my way through this pack. I got to be completely honest with you. I've had this pack on my. Oh, there's a little skink over there. There's a little skink over there. He's on the brick wall. I'm next to a brick wall right now, and he's on the brick wall just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He's sunning himself. I love lizards. They're so cool. But I mean, like it's just one of those things where it's just kind of like it is what it is. It is what it is kind of thing, and there's nothing that can be done about it, I suppose, because I mean, like I'm just one guy. I'm just one guy. I can say my opinion on it, but there's nothing I can do about it, kind of thing. And it's just I suppose I gotta accept the reality of it. But that doesn't make me any more happy. That doesn't make me any more happy that it's happening. I'm certainly not happy that it's happening. Let me tell you what. But yeah, my opinion is pretty negative. Let me tell you what. But as long as they ain't messing with the quality of my ciggies, I suppose I can't complain too much, because what matters about the cigarette is the cigarette, not the packaging. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but as said, as a cigarette pack enthusiast, as a cigarette pack art enthusiast, it does irritate me a little bit, but this just gives me all the more incentive to do more reviews, you know what I'm saying? This gives me all the more incentive to do more reviews and try to get as many cigarette packs as I can and frame them before all this stuff goes through, you know what I'm saying? And frame them before all this stuff goes through. And it certainly will be very interesting to be able to take my old packs and compare them to the new ones and see what the differences are. It certainly will be I'm sure I'm going to be making a couple videos when this stuff does go through, talking about all this sort of stuff and talking about it and seeing the differences between the packs and seeing whether they smoke differently as well or anything like that kind of thing. It certainly is very interesting to find out, but we will have to wait, you know what I'm saying? We will have to wait. As said, it's October 11th, not the 22nd. I got that wrong. It's October 11th, so we do have a while to wait. So I'm glad at least we have a year, but it is what it is. As said, make sure to let me know what your guys' opinion is in the comments down below. As said, I think this stuff is pretty dumb personally, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and I think without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the Siggy, and then I'm going to go and finish off the video. Let's get it, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, ooh, man, that was good. That was good. Like I was saying, just stepping on it real quick, making sure it ain't burning nothing up. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I got my Instagram, my book, my merch, everything in the description down below. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. And as said, make sure to let me know what your guys' opinion is on this in the comments down below. But yeah, until the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?